But yes, Joe Exotic, my bottom thing. I've been listening to it, watching his music videos, all that. The Here Kitty Kitty is pretty good. The one, I think that's the one with freaking Carole Baskin lookalike, who looks just like her. It's impressive. And he has some other bangers, good songs, but Because You Loved Me by Joe Exotic. Look up the music video, is incredible how he turns so fast in the beginning, and he's like weirdly touching people's backs as he walks around and stroking people very inappropriately, even before COVID. It's a weird video in that area, but all his videos are very weird. And clearly, you're just strumming like this. You're not playing the guitar. I know I've heard that's not your voice singing. Probably isn't. It's auto-tuned like crazy anyways, but, well, not hip-hop auto-tuned, but I don't think that's his voice either. It probably kind of sounds like it a little bit, so I don't... And he definitely had someone ghostwrite and probably sing those songs. Because some of these songs are great. They're legitimate smashes, bangers. Because You Loved Me is an incredible song. Because you love me. I mean, I'm no Joe Exotic singing it, but Because You Loved Me is a smash. That's a banger right there. It's stuck in my head now. I'm going to play it when I finish this video. I played it before I started this video. Joe Exotic, the only crime he's guilty of is making terrific country music songs. That's it. Just listen to Because You Loved Me, watch the music video, and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait. No, I'm not going to wait, but check it out, and I dare you to say that is not a smash, and that's not a banger that's going to be in your head all day, and you're going to continue to go back and listen to that no matter how much you're like, I don't like this is Joe Exotic, it's country music. I do not like country music either, but Joe Exotic may have changed my ways. I may be into country now. Everyone needs that one artist to break the mold and break through to them and introduce them to that style of music, and Joe Exotic might have did that for country, so he's a legend. If anything, he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and not the Jail Hall of Fame. That was a bad joke. That's the only crime Joe's guilty of. I don't think... You don't get 22 years for a murder for hire you didn't even complete. You weren't even successful. 22 years is a life sentence. Life is 25. I mean... You almost got a life sentence. That's what you get if you successfully murder someone. Not a failed murder attempt. 22 years. That sounds like someone had a personal agenda against Joe. That clearly there was something else going on there. I know he was running and they caught him. That's annoying. But they still don't slap on 22 years for a failed murder for hire plot that didn't even come close, let alone failed. They didn't even shoot at her or break into her home, or do anything, or lay hands on her in any way. Didn't happen. So how do you give a failed attempt 22 years? Like, I get maybe he should sit down for a while and definitely be in jail for like 2 to 4 years-ish. Yeah, he deserves some time, a little time. But for like the animal cruelty, like the Michael Vick case, get 2 solid years or something. 28 months, whatever they do, a year and a day, or those weird, it's like, just make it a year, or something. And they do like 25 months, it's like, just make it 24. That's just OCD stuff that annoys me, but, adding a month in jail, that 1 month, everything's longer than real life, so, judge just throws that out and just goes to eat a freaking turkey club like it's nothing, but he just gave someone 2 years of their life in a fucking little tiny cell shitting with another man. So, sometimes judges get too used to it, and I think for some reason he did not like Joe Exotic. Maybe he's a zebra lover, or just giraffes, maybe other animals in the wild, in the African jungles that tigers kill, or he just isn't a tiger fan, and he wanted to send Joe Exotic away. Maybe he had some of those pizzas that Joe Exotic made, out of the used meat and everything, the expired meat. Maybe he had a bad experience at Joe Exotic's thing, his tiger sanctuary, wanted to throw him away for 22 years. He had one bad night of food poisoning that cost Joe Exotic 22 years, because there's something and more at play here. You don't get that much for a failed attempt. And I just think it's criminal that, look at all the evidence against Carole Baskin. Look at the 3 a.m. trip to Albertsons. That's not a 24-hour store. It closes strictly at 10 on weekends, I think, and 9 every other day. Or it could be 10 or 11. 11's the latest Albertsons ever seen. It's not 3 a.m. And her brother is in the Louisiana Sheriff's Department, is a big sheriff in there, picks her up when her car breaks down, and the other officer drives Carole home while his brother clearly plants the truck at the airport, and then Carole probably goes to pick up her brother from the airport, and they go get a squad car. It's just so, like, plain as day. The way I've watched Carole's body language, the way she laughs, she never cries, and it's fake crying, and it's just such acting, like there's no tears, but she's acting like she's crying. We can see you're not crying. And it's just the lack of remorse, the word disappearance, and, her power of attorney. When she got all the money, the guy says, I've never seen the word disappearance in my 22 years, or whatever he said. It was 22 because I got that in my head from Joe Exotic's prison sentence. But whatever, a 20-year vet lawyer guy said he's never seen the word disappearance in one of these. And, Carole added it in. And, Carole, it took everything over, like 90% of the assets. The family only got 10%. The family of Don Lewis only gets 10%. And, this wife he just met, picked up off the side of the road, now has 90%. Inherits millions of dollars, inherits a big cat sanctuary that she needed for her image, for everything. That was her new life. That was everything to her. She was about to lose it. He was about to file for divorce. We know that. We saw the thing that Don Lewis filled out in his own handwriting, say she threatened to kill me 2-3 times. Said she's going to kill me if she divorces me, or all these things. Literally, he wrote it out that she said she's going to kill me, threatens to kill me, and he thinks he's going to kill her the way she's acting. And like Don was telling the police, he gave that to his sister, like saying, she's going to hurt me, bring this to the police. Like so many things, like the plane would have to, his small plane, she says he flew it to Costa Rica. It would have to gas up 4 times. Literally impossible to gas up 4 times from Florida to Costa Rica. Impossible to gas up that many times. Couldn't happen. He would never fly that way. He flies commercial only out of Miami. That's not what he was doing all of a sudden here. He was flying, by himself in the middle with no flight logs, not telling any. Like so many pieces of evidence that Carole Baskin is guilty and set this up. With Kenneth Frank. Kenneth Frank's wife comes out, ex-wife, says a mini fridge with a padlock shows up one morning mysteriously, then in a few hours it mysteriously disappears again. Kenny comes over driving Don Lewis's truck with all his guns in it all of a sudden. Said he had to get rid of the guns. Tells them he's missing 2 days before Carole even reports him missing because she doesn't seem to care. So many pieces of evidence, and Carole Baskin still gets on Dancing with the Stars with ABC. They still suck. It boggles my mind. It's crazy to me. They might as well just have the criminal edition. Get R. Kelly on there. R. Kelly, Carole Baskin, Bill Cosby, star-studded criminal events. Dancing with the criminals. Dancing with the fucking murderers and convicted felons. Like, how can ABC justify doing this with an open, active case where she's a prime suspect in a murder investigation of her husband? And she's being rewarded with being able to fucking dance the cha-cha, the merengue on national television and getting more popular and famous and richer probably, while Joe Exotic rots in jail and gets, he said, emotional trauma from being touched in there. I can't see him having a good time in jail being that gay, gun-toting redneck, especially when he's a famous gay man in jail. Probably not a great time. So, and he's got 22 years. I don't know. What's the one thing? Do the right thing, Donald Trump, and free Joe Exotic. Okay, that's where I'm gonna end. Do the right thing. There's worse criminals in the world. Let's free Joe Exotic. Get him, let him enjoy this fame. That's all he ever wanted. Why not just let the man enjoy it? Man, he didn't kill anyone. He's not a murderer, besides animal murder. Carole Baskin is really a murderer who actually killed another human being, fed him in a meat grinder to line. You know how crazy that is with Kenneth Fair? She had like an affair with too. There's so many freaking, you know, she would have lost everything in the divorce. Instead, she has everything to gain from him disappearing, and it just happens right on time. And that's not suspicious. No, don't want to investigate that. Barely just want to fly over, walk around the 40 acres, not look for it. Really, her brother's in the sheriff's department. That couldn't be suspicious. Or, you know, a lawyer that kind of knows you, conflict of interest. Like, shouldn't he be nowhere near the case, yet he's on the case? Like, there's just so much. Everything points to Carole. It's plain as day, and the police are like, doesn't seem suspicious to me. I don't know. They investigated it. We did our best. I don't know. It's a mystery. It just blew my mind going down that rabbit hole, how obvious it is that Carole did this right now, how much evidence is out. Kenneth Fair's ex-wife talking about this, you know, all the fridge and all these things, like. And in a fight, Kenneth Fair's ex-wife said, Kenneth said, I'll throw you in the meat grinder like I did Don. He said that in a fight, like out loud. No one says that jokingly, like, I was just kidding, I was being sarcastic. No, you were serious. That actually happened. And all this evidence is coming out, and she's just dancing her heart out on ABC. I mean, Dancing with the Stars, ABC, they should all be really ashamed of themselves, like, honestly. And especially for letting her go. She had a terrible dance. She should have been eliminated in the first round. If she wasn't, I don't know if she was, but I don't watch that show, but a terrible dance. She should be eliminated for that, if anything, here. You know, that's what, you're supposed to be good at dancing, right? It's just, coming from one dancer, that was hurtful to me. You know, coming from a great dancer, that was not great dancing, and I know it. If anyone does, I do. So, you know, it offends me about her bad dancing. So, whatever. They're letting a murderer free, and a non-murderer's in jail for 22 years. It's just crazy. It blows my mind. It just boggled my mind. I'll say it. I don't care. It's just. That's what I wanted to talk trash about today, guys. Like, look up all the facts, do a deep dive yourself, and you'll be amazed at all the evidence against Carole Baskin, all the plain out evidence and facts and eyewitness testimony. I mean, what more do the police need? But they're like, well, it doesn't seem suspicious to me. I think we did a good job. Like, all right, let's just let a murderer do. Let's have freaking. What's his name? You know, the Oklahoma City bomber maybe on American Idol next week, or you know, what's his name? Jeffrey Dahmer. You know, on Dancing with the Stars and American Idol. America's Next Top Model with Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing here, folks? So that's all I'm saying. Check out the evidence yourself. Carole Baskin should not be free. Justice for Don Lewis and his family. We want justice for Don Lewis. Arrest the murderer and free Joe Exotic. All right, guys. Let's free Joe Exotic. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the first episode of Trash Talkin' Tuesdays, only on the KMaccTalks YouTube channel. We'll be back next week for another Trash Talkin' Tuesdays. And tune in tomorrow for What's Better Wednesdays, where we compare two things, and I decide what's better for you, so you don't have to. So tune in tomorrow for What's Better Wednesdays. Until then, have yourselves a great day. Thank you for watching again. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. But every day there'll be a new one. New funny video there with a different topic. I can't wait. Hope you guys are excited too. I'll see you there. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Kevin KMaccMcCarthy. This is KMaccTalks, Trash Talking Tuesdays. Thank you.